continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
He was brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there. 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And 4.
Check. Lucky. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 43. Hey, switch gears. Kill. Check 9.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
41-yard line.
Slam. Check three. Watch twins. Check the backer. Find out. Check 24. Tighten up.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Oh, he's going to air it out. And got his man complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 84 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
When the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
49-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
16 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7. Panthers 3.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Complete.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Extra point.
And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
1st and 10 at the
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
McCaffrey on the
run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Bridgewater's pass.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
checking, he's checking, he's checking. He's coming. Double up.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
From the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Brings up second down at the Bears' 5-yard line.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. This is McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Bears 14, Panthers 10.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Chicago.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing. Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Bears will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Around 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And 2.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, but it'll be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Bears 27, Panthers 17.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action. Now Kaepernick. This one left side caught by Patterson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The Loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. Now Kaepernick again. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Kaepernick looking to throw. 3rd and 2. The catch made by Miller.
Kaepernick.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And 8 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Kaepernick. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris.
Kaepernick.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd and 5 from the 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey, and he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now a run with McCaffrey. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it'll be third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
By the Bears.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Fighting Harris over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down, Bears.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And he slings one that's incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
And it's 3rd down.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears.
To number 12,
Allen Robinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Bears 40, Panthers 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Bridgewater on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So first and 10 now from the 30. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Bridgewater able to get this to Thomas, his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Panthers on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Quick slant, caught by Moore. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson, and the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point, on the road no less in the wild card round, and they look to finish things off here in this fourth quarter. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a play fake here on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Tackle made by K1 Short.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
23-yard line.
Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
Give him 6 yards in the first down.
First down.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
Today's final score, Bears.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.